Michelle in the news. Michelle in the news. Fade out. Hey everybody, welcome to another Michelle in the News episode of We Watch Shudder. My name's JD, and oh dear God, I hope it's right. Who's here with me?
My name's Jacob. This is
What
Jacob. Were you expecting someone else?
I don't know, man.
I did go a little bit Kermity. Hi, it's Michelle. Did I fool you?
Hi ho.
Oh.
No, you didn't
here.
fool me,
I'm not
Michelle,
gonna- I'm
because
not
I
gonna
knew
cry.
it was you before we started recording.
Shh, don't tell them that. Let them think I'm very sneaky and smart and mischievous.
There's not a single one of them that thought you were sneaky. And I mean, I'm not saying they don't think you're sneaky or smart and mischievous. Not a single one of them thought any of those things over that moment right there.
Well, that's a huge bummer. You could have just let me pretend, man.
That
I
was
need
rude.
a
I'm
win every
sorry.
once in a while.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
how
I felt
dare
like
you?
the need to do that. That was like
Just
the
got
old
slap me
JD.
down. I'm like a volleyball that went over a net and you just spiked me into a girl's face and broke her nose. Like, that's what happened. And ruined the game. It was
I
a
mean, you're
high
not
school
wrong.
match. That brutality was not needed. Anyway,
You're not
hi, it's Michelle.
wrong. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I accept I'm not sneaky. I'll work on it. Just you wait. One of these times, oh, I'm going to scare them. They're going to be like, whoa, we didn't know.
Wait. Just you wait. When he was 10, his father split.
Oh, no. No, we can't do this. You will go through the whole... I know we got to cut this off. We got to cut this off right
It's
now.
got to stop right
JD.
now. Or we're
Michelle in the
trouble.
news. Breaking news. JD needs to stop.
Since when is that breaking news? That's the background microwave radiation of my entire life. You need to stop. You just need
Today's
to
headline
stop.
story, the same headline story it always is. JD needs to knock that shit off. JD needs
not
to
wrong.
chill the fuck out. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Michelle in the News, where I bring you the news. What kind of news? Not the kind of sad news. Not the kind of news that you pop into Reddit for 10 minutes every day just to check out what's going on, and then you nope your way right back out of that because you are at your mental capacity and you'll help as much as you can, but you are kind of weak against a lot of the things going on out there and you can't do anything about it. No, instead, I bring you horror movie, horror game, horror adjacent content so that you have a little bit of escapism like we all need, including myself.
Nobody can hear it on the podcast, of course, and you can't even see it on the video, but I'm currently giving my dog the finger.
Oh, well, that's
He's-
rude.
We're 3 minutes into recording this episode, which is something he's known we do on a regular basis for several years now, and he's already being a fucking jagoff. And he
Give him a
better
headset.
stop.
Give
What?
him a headset. Give him
Oh,
a
it won't
headset. Third co-host.
I mean, I love him to death. He's the greatest boy in the world, but he's also the biggest pain in the ass. I talk about my dog way too much. Once again, JD just needs to stop.
Well, I can talk about my cat. Pudge is in the middle of the room, and she is doing a little leggy right now, and it's very cute. You are just the cutest, ma'am. Oh, she wants me to pet her so bad, but she's 3 feet away from me, so I
do
hope
it.
she winds up in my lap partway through this. I really hope she wanders over here, but right now she's doing a little leggy, so I'll just let her continue. Do you know what doing a little leggy means, JD? You don't have a cat, do you know?
Is it like where they scratch themselves with the back leg?
No, it's when they do a loaf, but they take one of their front legs and they just stretch it all the way forward. So it's just doing a little leggy of just a single leggy stretched out into the most daintiest, cutest thing ever. She's a princess and I love her.
Rad. I'm sorry, I keep disconnecting because this dog, I'm gonna... Let's just finish the episode. This is not what people came to listen to. They don't give a shit
Okay,
what
bye
my dog
everybody.
is
We gotta
doing.
finish the episode. Okay, bye. Okay, Michelle in the news. So unlike Michelle in review, where I usually start with the numbers, meaning how many things that I have watched or read, and hey, I'm back to reading some books. I finished one book in March. I have needed some non-screen time because All the shit in my life right now revolves around a computer. I'm doing a huge work project. I'm back in school, 77% of the way towards my bachelor's degree. We're getting there, trucking along. All my volunteer work, all that shit. I needed some time off, and so I've been reading physical books, and it has felt so nice. Anyway, Michelle in the News doesn't require numbers, but I found a way to bring numbers into it anyway.
I know you did.
Yep, I tracked how many articles that I read to prepare for this episode. And when I do say read, I meant skim some of them. I did not just sit there and word for word. Some of them were like, interesting headline, let me see more. And then I skimmed and I got the info I needed. 1,028 articles in the last month. I didn't realize it was that many until I decided to track it. And now I'm having complicated thoughts about that. I have therapy tomorrow though, so that's gonna help. I did bawl my eyes out last time I had therapy, so maybe we'll do that again. Ooh. She's trying to convince me that I have value outside of the things that I do for people, and I don't have to do things for people in order for them to consider my friendship valid, but she is wrong, and we all know it. So that's what we're working through right now, and we're clearly doing a great job.
Stop it.
So many people have tried to convince me, but yet I know that they're only lying to me, so I continue doing things for them. I know what's going on. Nobody else does. I'm the smart one here. So yeah.
Shit, guys, she's on to us.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a whole thing right now.
I know,
Jenna was telling me that she doesn't hang out with me just because I buy her movie tickets, and I don't fucking believe her. Sounds like somebody who wants free movie tickets.
When are you gonna buy me some movie tickets, Michelle?
I definitely have, but you told me you DoorDash on Saturday nights.
I know, I'm always working, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
okay.
By the way, I'm a 46-year-old man, and I have to fucking DoorDash to keep my bills paid, because America is a nightmare. If this is your first time tuning into an episode, first of all, thank you for checking out the show. This is an interesting one, because it's just the news talk. But I will tell you two things. Michelle is an incredible fucking filter of the news. She's going to break down those thousands of articles that she read and give you the shit that really matters.
And also have a breakdown herself.
Right.
What really matters.
And then there was another. Oh, yes, we do quite often have what therapy we call the therapy portion of the show. It often just rears its ugly head out of nowhere like that.
Oh my God, it's almost like we're mentally ill. Whoa.
Whoever would have guessed. Take your meds, guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget to take your meds.
I've been real good about them for March because
me too. I haven't.
I almost say April was a bad time, but
I haven't missed a single day of meds, Michelle, in 5 whole weeks.
I thought you were gonna say 5 months, and I was gonna be so mad because I don't know if I've ever gone that long.
Definitely
the problem
not.
with meds is you start thinking, I'm fine. I can skip a day. I feel fine. No, especially when some of your meds can't be stopped because they'll cause seizures. But you're like, I can go 3 days. I'll be fine for 3 days. You won't be. Keep taking them. You feel okay because they're working. Anyway, okay, the format for this show. First off, this month's releases. And by this month, I know it's mid-March. It's going to be April. It's going to be May. I'm going to say that next month. Make a note. Do not forget. So April's releases.
Now, it's no less true now.
I did say it now.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
But it was not true. It was not true at all. And then we're going to get into movie news and then video game news. And despite how many articles I wrote, I feel like this is going to be a somewhat light episode. It does not feel like the massive pages of bullet points that I've had in the past that I then try to eliminate things as I'm talking because I go, they're not going to care about this. We're already at an hour and a half. So this might actually be a time that I get through every bullet point because otherwise we wouldn't have an episode. So this month's releases, aka April releases, aka things that I'm excited to see. And also because of who I am, I have decided that if I put a movie in this section, I do need to have it included in the Michelle in Review until it gets crossed off the list. I have 9 things that I have not seen yet that have been in previous episodes. I am keeping track. Most of them is because it's not streaming yet. I can't even find it legally for some of them, so they just got to keep waiting. Okay, so April. This one is probably what I am most excited about for April. This is my number one, partially because it was released in Japan in August. So it's out there and I still can't watch it. We are getting Exit 8. If you've been here before, you know I love horror video games. And I love video game to movie adaptations, even when I hate them and they upset me. I do think we need more movies turned into video games, and I will die on that soapbox. I will be on that soapbox, and then I will fall off the soapbox, and I will break my neck in order to prove a point. I don't know how that will prove a point, but I'm going to do it in order to prove a point. But Exit 8 is based on a very popular video game. Brief synopsis is that you're just walking through an underground tunnel, like a subway station, and each time you walk through the hallway, it looks the same, but there are slight differences. And if you notice one of those slight differences, you need to turn around and leave. Go back the way you came from. And you have to continue to see the differences and avoid them, or else deem that a hallway is safe and keep going. And that's how you're going to get to the exit. So it's just never ending. It's very quirky. There's a lot of times that I could not identify what was actually different in a hallway, no matter how much I stared. Sometimes it's little, sometimes it's very obvious. But the fact that they made this into a movie is very exciting. It might be one of those cases where the video game or the movie is going to be better than the video game, just because the video game is very simple, and I would love to see what they can do via movies that they cannot via video game without it becoming a movie where you're just holding a controller at the same time. Oh, yes, JD.
Oh, I was just going to say, I do like the premise of that, especially as somebody who, like, kind of obsesses over details and likes to analyze things and see where slight, very quick or whatever, very subtle things happen. I might have to check out that game. That sounds like something I would possibly really enjoy.
I was already bringing up the Steam store. It is only $4.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, and it is also, this is not a slight, but it is no skill. So you don't have to be like really good at video games, like first person shooter, like, oh my God, you gotta be fast. You can take a while in these hallways, and I hope you find every detail, because it's hard on some of them, and I think you will have a really good time with it. So highly recommend Exit 8. It is a fun.
What's the like total play time to play the entire game?
You can do it in a night.
Sweet.
You can do it in a couple hours. But also, if you're really trying hard, it'll take you a little bit longer. But yeah, this is totally a, like, I sat down, I played it once, I'm good kind of thing.
Awesome.
So yeah, highly recommend it. I will send you the link.
Thank you.
Hold up, everybody wait, because this is very important to me. I love when JD plays games that I recommend. Because
I still need to go back and try to go through Vile Exhumed again.
Yeah.
On account of how I just accidentally bumblefucked my way into the finish while skipping over like 60% of the game. Because that's how I play video games.
Like, solve the puzzle, even if I'm not supposed to yet. What do you mean it's over?
I don't even know how I did it, Michelle. It just, I did something and it happened and it was over and I'm like, man. Anyway.
I'm sending you another game, and since we're recording, I'll just say it out loud for other people. But a game that I am planning to play this weekend is called No, I'm Not a Human. It's been getting a lot of positive reviews. It was released back in September, but of course, Markiplier and all of his fame, he did a playthrough, so now it's getting bumped to the front of people's subconscious. And I've been very excited for this one for a while and just haven't, but I think I'm going to do it this weekend. And it's where people come to your door, and you have to identify whether they are a human or a visitor, and whether you are going to let them into your house. And I know you might be like, why would I let anybody into my house? And that is part of the game. So you can play the game and find out why, but it looks deliciously creepy and fun. And I'm really looking forward to actually getting into that one. So,
Michelle?
Yeah.
As long as we're on video games, just briefly before I forget.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me at one time about a video game called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream?
Yeah, because it's based on my favorite short story.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say, I just happened to stumble upon, I'd never understood, or I guess understood's the wrong word. I didn't realize that was a Harlan Ellison thing.
Yeah. And
That's awesome.
I told you that you might want to play the video game, but then I said that you might want to read the short story first so that you have more context for some of the things happening. I feel like it adds to it. And then you went, I'm not going to fucking read. And you didn't do either of them.
Wait, what?
So, yes, that's exactly. You went, I have to read a thing to play a video game that's never happening. And then that was like a year ago.
That
And
sounds like something I would say, but it's
Yeah.
also fucking ridiculous.
I know, because I'm like, it's my favorite short story. If anything, I'd say read the short story
might have to
and
check
don't
it
play
out.
the video game.
Look,
It's my
I
favorite
won't
short
lie.
story.
I won't lie. Harlan Ellison is a name that carries a lot of weight with me because he wrote the greatest episode of the original Star Trek series ever. But and a lot of other great things, of course. But yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. We have gone completely off track, and we've reported one story. I'm gonna shut up. You tell these people some more movies coming out.
I mean, all we're doing is telling them about content that they should know about, and we've done that. It's just video games. We've leapt them to the front. Okay, so April 10th, Exit 8. Then also April 10th, I don't know how... Okay. I can't say that I'm going to be excited about this movie, but I am hopeful and tentative. And that is the new Faces of Death, which is nothing like the original Faces of Death, where it's like, oh, watch people die, and some of the people / animals are real, and it's basically just like a montage of death. However, I wouldn't say that I enjoy the original Faces of Death, so there's a possibility that I will like the April 10th Faces of Death more. It's actually possible. And then today I realized who the writer-director is, Daniel Goldhaber. And he did both How to Blow Up a Pipeline and Cam, which I really enjoyed, both of those. So now I'm feeling a little bit more like, hell yeah, I might go actually see that in the theaters. So Faces of Death is coming out if you want to see it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be as brutal as the first one, because I don't think they're going to show anybody actually dying, but maybe I'll be like, hell yeah, how did this happen? That's great. And then I'm just watching people get massacred. Good times, as I call them. And then the next week, I am going to have such a busy weekend. If all of these get theatrical releases, I know at least 2 of them will. So I will be spending 2 days at the theater unless I do a double feature. So first one that I'm not positive will get theatrical release here and probably won't. April 16th, Ghost in the Shell. This is Joko Anwar's latest film, written and directed by him. If you recognize that name, it is the creator of Satan's Slaves, Impetigore, and Joko Anwar's Nightmares and Daydreams on Netflix. Indonesian filmmaker, if I'm not misremembering. I should have triple checked, but I'm pretty sure he's Indonesian. Okay. Could not remember Indonesian or Filipino, because both of those are countries. No, I was going to say, it's just, I was going to say those are both countries where they have such hidden gems that it's not that I think they're the same country. It's that I'm like, those are so underrated to the exact same degree that then I can't remember which one I'm talking about. But yeah, so Joko Anwar, Ghost in the Shell. I don't know very much about it, except there's a prison, there's some spooky shit, and I really like the cover photo, the poster for it, which is just a guy with a bunch of little faces in his head, and I don't like that, and so I'm excited. I don't want to look at that anymore, so I will watch the movie instead. I don't know if that's a thing that happens in the movie. I hope it's not. You should not have that many little faces in your head, but maybe that'll happen, and maybe I'll enjoy it. Probably not. And then next, April 17th, we have 2 big movies. Mother Mary, starring Anne Hathaway, who used to undoubtedly be my favorite actress when I was late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, later 20s, everything that she did, I absolutely loved. I still really like her, but it's just evolved. She was She did Princess Diaries and Ella Enchanted when I was at an impressionable age, so I watched everything that she was in and loved her. But this is her newest movie, Mother Mary. It is written and directed by David Lowery, who did A Ghost Story, which is the movie that before we started recording, I told JD that I was very worried because I recognized one of the movies this guy had done, but then luckily it was not the bad movie. A Ghost Story is pretty fun. It's incredibly slow burn and one of those that is not enjoyable to everyone, but I liked it. So fuck off. So April 17th, also, we got Lee Cronin's The Mummy from writer-director Lee Cronin. Apparently, this is just the month of writer-director being the same person. Lee Cronin did Evil Dead Rise and The Hole in the Dead. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. The Hole in the Dead? Did I write that correctly? I don't think so. There's no way it's called The Hole in the Dead. I have too many Jason Trost things open to tell you for sure.
Do you mean the hole in the ground, Michelle?
Yes.
Where else would a hole be?
I don't know. I don't know where. I was typing while trying to talk, and The Hole in the Dead, which is a much better name. Because then you're like, what? How is that? The hole in the ground, that's just all holes. That's not scary at all. Okay, anyway, I'm so glad the internet exists so I can fact check myself in real time, because I went, that was me writing quickly and not paying attention to the words that I was doing. And if we edited, I would have fixed it, but we don't edit because it's too much energy and we don't got that. So, recap of this month's releases, all happening within 8 days of each other. April 10th, Exit 8. I will be at the theaters if we get locally. April 10th, again, Faces of Death. April 16th, Ghost in the Cell. And then April 17th, both Mother Mary and Lee Cronin's The Mummy. So it's going to be a fun 8 days. A very stressful 8 days, but I got some gift cards to use, so I will be at the theater. I'll go by myself if I have to. I realize I don't mind that. Just sometimes you gotta, master date a little bit, relieve some stress. Real good. Eat all the snacks by yourself.
And burn your tongue on the sour stuff.
My tongue is better, by the way. The skin has healed back and I can taste and feel sensation. And I will never again do a whole bag of Airhead Extremes when it's because I don't just eat them. I sit there and I suck on them until they're no longer sour. So the acid is in my mouth for as long as it can be, and it's dangerous and I shouldn't do it. But let's be real, I'm probably going to get them again at the theater when I go again.
Yeah, of course time.
You are. I like sour things. I like the pain. It lets me feel something. Okay, on to movie news. Yes, Shady.
I did want to throw one question in here before we go on, because I wasn't certain. The Joko Anwar movie, is that Ghost in the Cell, like a jail cell?
Ghost in the Cell. It is a prison movie.
Because initially I thought you had said Ghost in the Shell, and I was like, whoa, what,
I might
what
have.
the fuck? What the fuck are we doing
Nothing
here?
would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me at all.
I'm not going to lie. The idea of Joko Anwar's Ghost in the Shell, it sounds pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah. I would absolutely watch that. But no, this is a prison and shit gets wacky. So that's what the Cell is. I might have said Ghost in the Shell. Sometimes I'm just excited to say my own name. So I'm like, there's a ghost in me. Ghost in the Shell. And then it's a movie. There is a ghost in me. It'll come out when I die. It's just trapped and piloting my body for now. That's a theory. That's where ghosts come from. Okay, so movie news. First one, we're starting with a bummer. Bruce Campbell got a cancer diagnosis and announced that it is the kind of cancer that is treatable but not curable, and then he canceled all of his convention appearances for good reason. And that is a bummer. But if people weren't aware, I had to put it in the segment. Lots of people died in the last month. But Bruce Campbell, that one... What a wholesome guy. And he just had a movie come out, Ernie and Emma, which I haven't seen yet. But he just released a movie and he was doing his little press tour, and then he was like, "Oh, I can't do this because I'm not." I was gonna say I'm dying, but he might not be dying. He might just be slowly depreciating.
yeah, it's a big sort of thing because what it made me think is obviously that's rough for him, and he's such an icon, especially for us genre movie people, right? He is such a big fucking deal and all the stuff that he's done. But it also made me start thinking how, like, there's a lot of people from that generation of horror and genre pictures that we're gonna start losing, and that made me real sad. Like, we're at that age now where a lot of them are getting to that, and that age where, in fairness, illnesses tend to be a little bit more prevalent, but what, not necessarily cancer. But no, it just was a reminder of not just mortality, but the specific time frame of mortality that we're coming up on, and it was a real bummer.
On the cancer discussion, since you brought it up, Hank Green is, I've been a huge fan for a long time, but he puts out too much content, so I don't watch all the things he does. But I was a fan of him back in the Vlogbrother days, and John Green has written some of my favorite books. I own everything he has written, and some of them made me question my views on life. But Hank Green had cancer and did a stand-up special called Hank Green Pissing Out Cancer. And it's highly recommended if you just want some morbidity and laughter at the same time. But also he did Hank Green's Last Meal, which is where it's a YouTube series where celebrities go on there and they order the most ridiculous stuff, and then they get to eat it and have a conversation and interview and talk about kind of morbid subjects on there too. People get very honest, and he said, I believe it was on that he said that it's not a matter of will you get cancer, it's a matter of when will we get cancer, because as we age, we're finding more and more things that we come into contact with that can give us cancer, but that at the same time, he's hopeful that medical intervention is going to be just at a point where everybody just has cancer and it's okay. Like, we are all just living with cancer. And I think that's a fascinating viewpoint. And that man's very smart. So it made me think about some things. That's the kind of thing that, like, if JD was high and said that to me, I'd be like, you're so silly. But Hank Green says it, and I go, whoa, profound.
Well, I mean, he has a reputation, and so do I. So
you have different reputations. You're both smart, but in different
Michelle,
ways.
you know what the Bruce Campbell cancer diagnosis made me think of the most?
I have a guess. Is it about to be a drinking game thing?
No. No.
In case you don't know, JD's mom died.
No, because like I said, I started thinking about the people that were way closer to losing than we want to consider. Mm-hmm. And John Carpenter is 78 years old. Yeah. And he's been smoking for a lot of years, and he's just an old guy. And, man, when nobody has had more of an impact on everything I love about movies than John Carpenter. Man, when he goes, I'm gonna be legitimately fucked up. That's why. Let's not talk about this anymore. I don't want to be a bummer on the news. Let's talk about some more news.
Once again, bringing it back to video games, this is my true life passion. I love video games. I can't play first person shooters, so it rules out some of the best games for me. I get very sick. I had to go through a whole tube of Dramamine and have every accessibility option turned on just to finish Control, and it was worth it, but I was very sick and took a lot of breaks. Used to be fine, then car accident. Haha, every episode we're going to mention that my brain broke at some point. Yep. And I realized we don't do that enough in Michelle in the News. But John Carpenter did have a new video game that came out on March 12th that is incredibly popular, called Toxic Commando, which is just first-person shooter, you and some friends absolutely fucking up a team full of monsters. And I can't play it. I will get sick. I've seen the gameplay. I know there's no possibility. But it looks so fabulous. And I have a lot of friends who have been playing it and saying nothing but good things. So on that note, John Carpenter, Toxic Commando, also on Steam, probably not JD's vibe, and it's $40, so you can wait till it goes on sale.
Definitely not my vibe.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, probably not. Black Friday sales. Like, I have hundreds of games in my Steam library, and I won't have enough time to ever finish all of them. I've had to accept that. I definitely don't like keep me up at night. All the media I will not be able to consume, but I do hope that when I die, I'm still stuck on this earth, but that I get to read all the books that I didn't and the video games that I wanted to play. That's my kind of heaven, is just me alone with media, and then I get to consume the things that haven't even been made yet. Because what if there's a thing on my list I'm looking forward to and I die before it's out? Then that's going to be my reason to come back as a ghost. That's my unfinished business. And if I never watch that movie until I watch all the other movies and read all the other books and play all the other video games, then my business will be unfinished until I do. I've got a plan. I'm coming back, JD. There's no way that I'm a completionist. I will be 100%ing life. From the grave, I will be doing it.
Look, if there's anybody I've ever known where I could believe it,
it's me.
There you have it.
I'll send you a sign. I don't know what it will be. I'll think of something real funny, though.
No, Michelle, I think if you 100% life, maybe you become God?
I think that's, is it Hinduism that they're working towards nirvana by going through all the different castes until you become the perfect human and then you ascend?
It might be.
I can't remember if it's Hinduism, Buddhism. It's somewhere along those lines, and I would have been able to tell you 100%. I love religions, and I find them fascinating, but I get them fucked up in my head because, again, brain injury.
Well, of course, the one thing I know for sure is, like, there are a lot of similarities between Hinduism and Buddhism, and so it's very, especially if you're not, like, super well versed, and I certainly am not. I couldn't tell you which of the two it is.
Oh, I used to be able to. I can't right now. Anyway, there was a time when I was really into Taoism, and I still agree with that. Okay, next, dropping that little bit of knowledge, then moving right along with some different knowledge. Texas Chainsaw Massacre TV series. Cue JD's face. Yep, exactly. A24 production, and they have said that the storyline might follow young Leatherface, which does intrigue me. I am curious to see what made that little weirdo who he becomes.
I think my issue with that, Michelle, definitely plays... It's the same thing that plays into my issue with a lot of the other films, especially after number 2, which is... Like, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was not about Leatherface. Leatherface is in it. He has a big impact in it because he's the killer, right? But he's one part of the whole picture. And somewhere along the line, because of Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees, these iconic individuals, the franchise manipulated is not the word, but it's the word coming to mind. But it was ended up being centered around Leatherface as a specific, like, the central character, and it's that to me has always been a big part of what I dislike about those things. And so when you say that this show is about specifically a young Leatherface, like, I don't know, it makes me very anxious.
However, I think if they center the story around young Leatherface, we get to see the rest of the family. And it might not even be that he's the focal point. It might be a way of saying, like, hey, that guy that you guys actually know, for those of you who are not huge fans, is going to be that guy, but like a prequel.
Sure. And that's why I say it makes me anxious. You know, it's an A24 thing, and that honestly is the one thing that doesn't make me totally negative on it. If anybody can figure out a way to make it something that I can still enjoy based on how I feel about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then yeah, it's gonna be them. But yeah, real anxious when a lot of the press and the things you hear are, oh, it's all about Leatherface. It's like, man, you totally missed the point of that movie.
Oh no, I misread my notes. This is one I also screwed up. It's not produced by A24. It's produced by the team that did Keeping Up with the Kardashians. They are attempting.
Are you fucking with me?
Yes. Keeping Up with the Kardashians style Leatherface, where he's just beefing with his family. Going on dates.
That would be a fucking hilarious like sketch, like a short video. Is like it's Keeping Up with the Kardashians, or it's just a reality show following a family, but it's the fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre family. That would be pretty fucking dope. Yeah. Somebody out there listening, make it happen. Make it
instead
happen.
of makeup tutorials, getting a new face by literally getting a new face and showing you how to apply it.
They do like the obviously they follow everybody around, but then they do the sit down interviews where they're just like looking directly into the camera or whatever, and they do those with Leatherface, and he's just making the weird whimpering and pig noises and shit. And then maybe they put subtitles that tells you what he's actually saying.
We gotta make this. Add it to our list of things we gotta make. We got so many good ideas up there.
I gotta stop interrupting the news, but holy shit.
No, it's okay.
Oh, well, I guess we were talking about
I told you it's gonna be a
show.
short one. Yeah, we were talking. It's a conversation.
I
Okay, next. Okay, in the February Michelle in the News, I went a little ham about something. And
love ham.
Oh my god, me too. I try not to eat pigs, but sometimes you need some ham. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't like that I'm gonna become this person, but it is just a matter of time until I get a Meta VR system, because now they are doing a production underway that is a Talk to Me series that you will watch through Meta VR. And that is the most exciting thing that I have heard movie-wise. I want to be there, and I want to be scared shitless. VR is what's gonna finally make me scared. I'm gonna poop myself. I'm so excited for it. And I have already had a really hard time because Pokopia came out, and I can't do it. I can't. Do you not know Pokopia, JD? It's a new Pokemon game, and it's kind of like Animal Crossing, but it's not Animal Crossing, and you're a Ditto who takes the form of a human, and then you can turn into other Pokemon in order to like remodel your island, and you gotta like make it humid for like this kind of Pokemon he likes, and Trubbish wants to be like by the dirty waterfall, and like you can build them houses and stuff, and it just looks so fun, and it has hurt my heart that I can't. I'm too busy to play it. But on the other hand, you're gonna see me in one of the fucking headsets, and I will be MIA in the Talk to Me universe. And if I have to choose one, I know what I'm choosing. I've told myself if I don't play Pokopia, I am allowed to completely lose myself in the new Fable when it gets released, to the extent that I might cancel some recordings for We Watch Shudder and take some time off of work, because holy shit, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it. But anyway, Talk to Me getting a series for Meta VR. I hate how much I want that. That's going to be the thing that if I die before that happens, that will keep me here. But then as a ghost, I'm going to have to do everything I can to avoid watching it until it's the very last thing. And then also I'm going to be like, holy shit, I made it to the last piece of media to consume, because all the humans are extinct and they're done making media. And I have read everything. I have seen everything I want to see. I've journeyed the world when it existed. Now it's just a speck. And now I get to watch Talk to Me through the Meta VR, and then it's going to be so shitty, and I'm going to die sad. So that's my plan as a ghost.
All I have to say about that, Michelle, is I can't tell you how angry I am about it either.
You're angry about it? It sounds so good.
No,
It
you
sounds
said
so good.
you said I can't tell you how angry I am at myself for wanting this so bad, and I was like, I can't tell you how angry I am at you either.
I want that. They're like $500. I shouldn't
Yeah.
do it, but I
Michelle,
think I'm gonna have to. Not right
Michelle?
now. I just
Michelle?
paid off a credit card. I'm not gonna do it.
it's Mark Zuckerberg.
I know that's the other thing.
You
I know.
can't give Zuck your money. Steal one.
Zuck's gonna. Had not considered this. Okay. Writing down some notes right now. I'm going to Best Buy tomorrow. They got to be so easy to steal.
You
They're
could
only
probably
$500.
download one, right?
Yeah, download one and just put it on like my
3D
little
print it?
earbuds. Yeah, 3D print it. It's just a matter of
They
time.
can
y'all.
3D
It's
print
just a matter.
wafer boards now, right? Microscopic circuit sets.
Yeah, microchips. That's why they're so expensive right now, because they're so easy to come by. Okay, next. I am realizing
Fuck
right
AI.
now. I am realizing right now how much of my movie news is also simultaneously video game news. And I'm sorry, but I'm not that sorry. That's just how this month played out. Next is... There is a new print of Silent Hill, the 2006 version, and it's coming. It's currently being scanned. It runs at 134 minutes. It's not the work print, which runs nearly 3 hours long and is still missing. Do I know what a work print is? No. Do I want to see it? Yes. So the first Silent Hill, one of my favorite of all time, I'm going to get more of it. And it better not disappoint me like Return to Silent Hill did. And we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to be in the happy place right now.
Nice. So what's significant about this new, like, is it longer? Does it have footage that the theatrical version didn't have? Is that why it's significant?
Yes.
How much longer?
Yes. I think the current movie is like 90 minutes and this is 134.
So it's significantly longer.
It is. Oh wait, that says 2 hours 5 minutes. So that's still an extra 185 going to 134. That can't be right. 125 going to 134. That's only 9 minutes. Nah, I don't believe it. I'm
right.
getting 5 more hours.
It's
of Silent
longer.
Hill
That's how
footage.
much we know.
That's all that matters. I want to see more.
I can tell you, Michelle, a work print is a version of the film that they haven't necessarily completed the editing. Some of the shots might still have some time code showing on them because they're waiting for final versions. There might be some digital effects that haven't been completed yet, so you might occasionally get some green screen behind some people, that sort of thing. I want to see that. Cobbled together because they start working on that stuff before all the effects and everything is done. Yeah. But yeah, that's a work print.
I want to see that because it has the potential to be one of my favorite movies with an hour of extra movie that I hate. And I do love that.
Have you ever seen the quote-unquote producer's cut of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers?
No, but I've seen the Snyder cut of whichever Superman movie.
No, I was just going to say that's the first example that comes to my mind when thinking of a work print because it was the first one like that I saw. Like a lot of it just has time code still on it. It's not like finalized, like they go in and clean up and do the final mastering of the film footage and everything. It's but yeah, anyway, I got obsessed with describing work prints for a moment. Sorry.
I mean, I'm excited. I've never heard of that. That sounds great.
I like when I know a thing that other people don't know.
Oh, we know. We know that's your favorite. Listen, you're allowed to be joyful, and that's the thing that you're happy about. You know what? It might say something about you as a person, but whatever. You do you.
Fuck you. No, I'm gonna have a complex. I'm turning my microphone.
You already have a complex. Don't blame that complex on me. That has existed long before I did.
It's fair. It's very fair.
Oh my god, the next one is also a bit of video game news, but it's a video game movie adaptation, so fuck you. This one might not mean anything to some people, but my husband's real excited. Jason Momoa will battle aliens in Justin Lin's Helldivers video game adaptation in 2027. That is the verbatim headline. I didn't write down if it was Blade, Disgusting, Dread Central, Fangoria, or Rue Morgou. But it was one of those, and Helldivers is getting a movie adaptation, of course, and it's starring Jason Momoa, and that sounds fun.
Helldivers, yeah, doesn't sound like my kind of vibe, but Jason Momoa is one of those guys who, like, I'm not really a big fan of anything that I've seen him do, except, like, every interview you see with him, he's just, like, the coolest fucking dude, and you're just like, man, you're fucking 6 foot whatever, and you're just all muscly. You got that long hair and that fucking, you just look like a fucking god on earth. And then you're also just like a rad fucking dude too. Fuck you. Fucking save
Also,
some
his
for the
wife
rest of us, asshole.
Is tiny, and I love seeing them side by side. She
Michelle,
is itty bitty.
you're familiar with Hafthor Bjornsson? He was the Mountain in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Have
And
you
his
seen
tiny
his
wife.
wife?
Yes.
Holy shit, that's so wild to me. Because it
Yeah.
it just immediately begs some questions. But
I
it's
just
like,
love the concept of, like, my husband coming home and I go, uppies, and he picks me up and shows me all the things on top of the fridge that I can't see when he's not there. That's great.
It's like a fucking ogre and a pixie. It's fucking
so great.
wild.
I love it. I love it. I love big dude, tiny wife. Like, that's, I'm all, also large wife, tiny husband. Huge fan of that too. Any type of really large partner with a tiny partner, I'm here for it. I like a characteristic to an extreme.
We call
Jack
those-
Sprat could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean. Those two probably looked great.
Yeah, we
Huge
call
fan.
those number 10s.
Number 10s? Like, on the
Because the
scale of
thin one looks
attractiveness?
like a 1 and the large one looks like a 0.
Is that actually a thing? Is that a thing, like how Texas Chainsaw Massacre is produced by the people who did Keeping Up with the
It's
Kardashians?
just it's a
Yeah.
what it comes from is a dumb joke that people used to say about fat people, which is like, "Oh, I stand next to you, we look like the number 10."
I've never
That's
heard
where
that
it
in my
what
life.
you yeah, well
'Cause
you've
I'm
never
so
been a great big
little.
fat dude. You know,
I wish. I would love, if I was a dude, I would be the biggest guy. Maybe muscly, maybe not. I would take up so much space. I want the biggest shoulders. I
no,
don't care
Michelle,
about the rest of my body. I want my shoulders
that
huge.
yeah, broad shoulders is a thing that I would like. My frame is, I'm a big fella, but even at like a normal carriage, like my frame is like my shoulders are fucking weak, man. And I just got these fucking lame ass fucking British Isles fucking shoulders.
You gotta beef them up. Get some shoulder padding in those shirts.
No,
Just
like,
really.
I'm not even the muscles, just like the frame, like
That's
they're
what I mean,
very
you put
short
shoulder
and
pads in.
narrow. No,
Like the 80s, real big shoulder
No.
pads. Make people think you got them.
I
That
could,
would be
in
me.
theory, wear like football shoulder pads, like with spikes
See?
on them, like the Legion of Doom from
Yeah.
1980s wrestling.
You do you. You got that free will. I say do
And I
it.
could take one of the spikes off and jab Dusty Rhodes in the eye with it.
Probably not that part. That
Watch him
part's probably
bleed
not
all over
recommended. Oh, wow.
national free television.
That's a terrible fashion
That's
choice.
a thing, Michelle. That's a thing I saw on national television on TBS out of Atlanta, a free broadcast network. It was late 80s WCW wrestling, and they did an angle where the Road Warriors attacked Dusty Rhodes, and they took one of the spikes off their spike shoulder pads and jabbed him in the eye with it. And he like did a blade job like on his eyebrow right above the eye he was supposed to lose, and they did this hilarious thing where they tried to cover it up, but their blocking is they put like this red plus sign across the screen and it's barely following, and so you're seeing most of it, and he was just fucking soaked in his own blood. It was sad. I saw that on free broadcast national. I watched Jim Cornette get split open. He knew it was coming. He wore a white suit. He still has that suit in his home, and it's just fucking dripping in his own DNA. It's the shit I saw on WCW, National Wrestling Alliance, Jim Crockett Promotions out of Atlanta on TBS for free is madness.
You have sold me on shoulder pads with spikes. I'm back on board with it.
There was one where Animal from the Road Warriors, when the Road Warriors were good guys, they were doing like a weightlifting competition against one of these other teams who claimed to be super strong. And those guys, like, they jumped Animal while he was doing bench presses, and they took one of the weight plates off the bar and smashed him in the face with it, and he had to wear it was a fucking hockey mask is what it was. It was like a Jason Voorhees mask, but he had to wear a protective mask for several months. It was wild.
The things people do for fun.
Sorry
I'm
to
so
put
glad
things
that
off track.
No, I'm so glad that my hobby is reading 1,028 articles in a month and not getting hit in the face with a weight. My hobby is more preferential to me.
They didn't really hit him with the weight, Michelle.
They might have. Wrestling's real.
Well,
it's real enough.
To be honest,
they probably did.
Come to think of it, what he did is he probably had his hand on it and just used his hand as like a barrier.
Still
but
hurts.
I'm sure they dinged him up real good.
Yeah, I had a nightmare last night that one of my childhood friends punched me in the face while I was sleeping, and I think that's comparable. That, like, if you're laying there bench pressing and somebody punches you in the face with a weight, it's probably the same. I've experienced that as far as I'm concerned. I've lived that experience. That is one of the things I don't have to experience again. What a fucking weird nightmare. We won't get into it, but, like, what was her problem? What was her problem? I was listening to a song that she liked listening to with the guy that we had a crush on back when we were 9 years old, and she came to confront me about it. Okay, anyway, therapy tomorrow. It's going to be fun. This next one, I'm also going to read verbatim the headline, and this is basically just for JD. Plague-era animated horror romance Pesta will combine Norwegian folklore and medieval gore. It is set in 1349 Norway during the Black Death.
All right, Michelle, I'm going to need you to give that to me one more time.
Plague-era animated horror romance Pesta will combine Norwegian folklore and medieval gore.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Yep.
That sounds fucking dope.
Yeah. And now is when I tell you 2029 release date.
Fuck you. And you said it's titled
animated.
Pesta?
Pesta. Like pasta, but Pesta. Pesta. I might make some spaghetti.
I guess you'll keep that one on my radar.
I will, because I'm also very excited about it, but I'm like, Norwegian folklore, medieval gore, animation, the plague, JD's favorite things.
I do like some disease and
you love your rats.
Suffering.
Yeah. You love them. Okay, and then my last one. Okay, so I love a movie with a gimmick. Even though I didn't like In a Violent Nature, I liked that I was seeing something slightly different. I don't think it was like the life-changing difference that people made it seem. There wasn't. But like Good Boy was unlike anything I've ever seen before. So I like a gimmick. I like when there's a thing from a point of view that I haven't seen before. Like the point of view of a haunted house. Again, didn't love the movie. Loved a new concept. Great. We have one of those that is premiering at South by Southwest, or premiered. I think South by Southwest happens this weekend, not past weekend. But this is a first-person horror movie where they used a head-mounted camera system, and you are seeing from the point of view the person who's in the horror movie. And you know what? That better come to Meta VR so I can really enjoy it. The guy who made it, Richard E. Williams, writer-director, again, that's just all it is these days. This is his first film, so I have no idea if it's going to be, again, Good Boy, best movie of 2025. That guy's first feature-length movie, a lot of heart and soul, a lot of individuality and uniqueness. That could be the case with Dead Eyes. It also, I could be really angry and disappointed, and I could rip off my Meta headset in frustration after I steal one from Best Buy and add it to my collection of gadgets. Oh my god, I just realized, JD, I'm so spoiled by all the tech in my house that today I went down to my basement family room theater setup, and I went into the bathroom and I waved my hand in front of the garbage can and it didn't open, and I was like, is that all batteries? Before I realized that garbage can doesn't have a sensor to open automatically. I did it like 3 times before I forgot. No, this is an analog trash can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm so spoiled.
Wow, that's really something. You did have a point there, though.
Yeah.
It's first person horror, not found footage horror, is 2 significantly different things. But that type of a horror movie is fucking ideal for VR. Like, for that environment, that would be, with the only exception being that you're still not interactive with it. But, oh shit, like, if you were right there seeing it exactly as you would see it if you were in it rather than watching it on a screen, like, you don't have the rest of the room around you to break your experience of it, that'd be pretty dope, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Just maybe don't get it from Meta is all I'm saying.
The thing is, there's
gonna be knockoff
exclusive.
Meta headsets, right?
But the Blumhouse films are exclusive to Meta. That's the problem.
But I guess what I'm saying is, aren't there going to be like knockoff headsets that you can get onto Meta with that aren't Meta headsets?
That I don't know.
Probably not in this day and
I think
age,
it's like,
now that I think about
I think it's like a video game exclusive thing, because like I know that there's headsets that you can do some games on that you can't on the other. That's why I haven't bought one yet. I got a list of comparisons. I wanted one. That's one of the tech things I don't have yet. But it's also the thing that I'm like, this is the future of video gaming. So I love VR. I just don't own it yet because it still makes me sick. And they need to fix that. I did play the Rick and Morty game, though, and that was real fun. I've also been a little office worker, and I've also just been a grocery store worker, scanning some items and talking to people. It's
Here's
great.
the thing about it for me, Michelle, is I'm not saying this isn't cool technology, right? It's pretty fucking rad. But here's the thing: is what I do know is we could have it, and everybody could have it. If there were just like a dozen people who were not the most horrifying monsters in the history of the world. That is fucking...
I know. And isn't it a bummer that Zuckerberg's not even top 5 anymore?
Fuck that guy.
But he's not even top 5 anymore. Now he's just a weird little anxious guy. Now we're just like, whoa, that guy.
Fucking shape-shifting reptile.
Yeah, but they all are. That's how they came up
See
with
his
the VR
fucking
headset.
eyes in that one video.
Yeah.
Guys, trust me, I don't believe this shit is real. I'm just being fucking ridiculous.
You don't believe in lizards?
Oh, I believe in lizards for sure.
No, it's a joke. I know you believe in lizards.
You know what I love about lizards,
amphibians.
Michelle? I was just thinking this the other day.
Tell me.
Lizards have way fucking cooler names than any other group of animals on the planet. Like, just
Like
even the
bearded dragon?
top 3. You got the Komodo dragon. Oh, also, yeah, the bearded dragon. You got the fucking Gila monster. And then there's also, I don't know if you knew, there's a lizard called the Jesus lizard. And it's called the Jesus lizard because it has these webbed feet, and when it runs really fast, it can run across water.
I see your point, and I raise you bird names.
Fuck a bird name.
Blue-footed booby. That's great.
Oh,
That is
great tit. Oh,
Yeah.
What are you, a 4th grader?
Great yes, I am. Also, now that I have my setup, you can't read it from there, but I do have a book in my bookcase called, hang on. Nope, that's not the one. I can't see it from here, but it's a
this
book
is great
about.
podcasting.
Shut up! It's a book about the dumbest bird names, and Jenna gave it to me for Christmas, and it's like the guide. Oh, I found it! Hang on, it's not in the bookcase. Okay. The Field Guide to Dumb Birds of North America by Matt Cracked, and he wrote all of these. He drew all the birds and he renamed them. Like the red-winged blackbird is now the red-winged buttwad. The stupid ass Steller's jay, common name Steller's jay.
So
the European shartling.
These aren't actual names these birds are known by. He just made up new names for birds that exist.
No, these are actually their names. These are the brand names. For example, the common name of the American crow, the scientific name is damn crow. And then the definition of this bird is caw, 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 caw.
So they're just made up names.
Yeah, I love this.
Well,
this is one of my favorite
I guess
things.
technically all names are made up, but
the Western meadowlark is the Western meadow jerk. I just look at this thing when I need
all
a
I'm
little
saying, Michelle, is fucking the Jesus lizard is way cooler than blue-footed booby.
Yeah, but the cover has a white-breasted butt nugget.
But that's not a thing that the general public calls that bird.
It's in a book. That makes it fact.
Oh, fuck. Can we get back to the news, please?
Fine, I guess. But I was
sorry.
having fun
This is all
talking
my
about
fault.
the white-breasted butt nugget, especially because I'm in my bird watching phase. I had a damn crow in my tree today, and I loved him. He was so loud I had to close my window during a work meeting because he was very obnoxious. He was happy about the peanuts, but he could shut up about it. Okay, so now we are technically onto video game news, and I know the last hour has been video game news, but this is video game news without movies. Maybe that's what it needs to become. The first part is movie and video game news. The second part is video game news without movies. Video game news with movies. Video game movies news without movies. Okay, anyway. Control Resonant looks beautiful. There's a preview. It's a sequel to Control, which I literally talked about during this meeting, oh my god, it's been a long day. I've been working such long hours. This project is killing me.
You can
I
do
love
it,
my
Michelle.
job,
You
but
can do
god
it.
damn. Okay, speaking of jobs, Control is the first game, and I needed to take a lot of medicine and take breaks and put on every accessibility option to get through it. But it's about this lady named Jessie Faden, and she is the new director of the Federal Bureau of Control, the FBC. And this is very similar to the SCP, which I have forgotten the abbreviation of, but it's that database of just crazy phenomenon and things that happen, and she's now the director of those kinds of things. So you're figuring shit out about what's going on there and trying to like find missing people and stuff. If you're not familiar with Control, it's by Remedy Entertainment, which also made Alan Wake, the game that I will never play again, because the first time I played it, I got so scared I chucked my controller across the room. It did not hit the TV. It was not on purpose. I'm not one of those like, oh, fucking goddammit, and like throw things kind of people. I got so scared that I thought I could get the guy on the TV away from me if I chucked my controller. So he'd go follow the controller? I don't know, but I can't play it. Anyway, Control Resonant is the new game. I don't think it's actually even a sequel. They're going a different direction with it, but it looks beautiful. I don't think there's a release date yet, but I'm very excited, and I'm probably not gonna be able to play it without vomiting, but it'll be worth it. Okay, so there's that. And then the other two video game news bits are just things that got released that I think are very funny because of the complete opposite reaction people have had to them. First off, Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. There's at least one person who just heard that and then they either laughed or went, ugh, or something. They made a sound. If that was you, I'm on to you. I'm watching you. I got cameras in your house. No, don't look for them. You'll never find them. Oh, you were really close that time, but well, you'll never find them. They're real small. So that guy, oh, if you're high, you're going to be high forever. This is how it is. I'm always watching you. Did that help? Are you okay, sir? Whose name is Sean, see, I know who you are. Anyway, someday our podcast is going to be big enough that there's going to be a chance that I'll be right if I do that someday. That's going to be the best day of my life. And then I'll die, but come back as a ghost, and it'll be great. Okay, so Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. This is the 5th chapter. Wow, are you surprised by that? About what has been a very popular video game series. I have had no interest in playing it, but I have enjoyed watching other people play it. That's one of these where the mechanics are fine. It's a lot of puzzles, but I find the story very fun and interesting, so I don't want to play it. I want it as background noise and then people telling me what's happening while I'm, like they're reading the notes that they find out loud, and I'm taking a break to watch the little cutscenes. But it's essentially a big toy factory. I was like, what's the word for that? About Poppy. And then you uncover sinister deeds. And the 5th chapter came out, and people are pissed. I can't get into it significantly without spoiling anything, but I will just say, I haven't seen the gamers I watch stream stuff this angry in a while, and it makes me delighted. I did watch a full playthrough. I didn't hate it, but I also was not playing it. There's a lot of issues with the stories. There's a lot of confusion, and the thing that gamers love the most is when you introduce a really cool character who's a bad guy, and then you don't get to fight him until the next game. They love when you introduce a really, really cool guy, and then they're like, hey, buy the next game and maybe. So the climax of that game was very disappointing. A disappointing climax. Story of my life, right?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't have a lot to say because I don't want to spoil it, but if you are unfamiliar, just go watch people play it and rage, and it's very fun. Yeah, I hope that the studio brings it back they're making chapter 6, but I hope they get back in people's good graces, because they loved the 1st and 2nd Poppy Playtime. It just kind of went downhill, and that's a bummer because I love the story. Anyway, that's me monologuing. My next one, my note just says Resident Evil 9 got that cake. It is the new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil Requiem, and it brings back Leon from Resident Evil 2, which is probably my favorite Resident Evil. And they made him so buff. Why did they have to do that? He's so handsome. He got the best butt I've ever seen in a Resident Evil game before. There's a lot of videos up and popping up on my feed. It's like the algorithm knows what I want, of just Leon trying to climb a ladder, but the girl's just pushing the up and down button, so he's not fully going up the ladder, and he's just grunting while going up and down for a little bit. Anyway, Resident Evil Requiem, people are saying, is one of the best games in the series. I'm not gonna fucking play it. Are you kidding me? This is another one that I've watched a lot of people play. It's a 10 out of 10 on Steam right now. People are losing their minds over how good it is, and I've been watching gameplay footage, and I can't even do that. I'm never scared by movies. I am terrified by certain video games, and just like how gamers love it when you introduce a character that's really cool and a bad guy and you can't fight him, Resident Evil is like, hey, so we came up with this idea for a character monster thing that is unfathomably large and unkillable. But what we're going to do is he's chasing you the whole time, and you just have to hide from him while doing your other shit. And he is basically unkillable, and we're going to need you to kill him. And we also know that physically this doesn't make sense, but he is super fucking fast. So good luck. I can't do it. This game is so spooky. It's so spooky, JD. I cannot tell you how much... It's I'm debating playing it, knowing that I can't and I will die a lot, because that's how good this game looks. But it's real scary. I think this might be my limit. Alan Wake and Resident Evil Requiem might be my 2 hard no's.
Hey,
Those might stop.
Michelle, I believe in you. What? It can't be a hard no, right? You gotta find out, don't you?
I know, but I am waiting until it's no longer $70.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Yeah.
While you were chatting there, I actually took a moment to purchase Exit 8. But while I was purchasing it, I don't know if you were aware of this, but there is another game from the same company called Platform 8, and the difference is you are on a train, and it's the same game just in a different setting, but you're walking through this train looking for anomalies and shit.
I had no idea about this.
The only reason I saw it is because
$4.
they had it in a bundle. I was scrolling down and I saw it, and I was like, "Wait, that's the same style of logo." Anyway, I bought them both for $7.19.
Nice. Jenna also owns Platform 8. Jenna, beautiful, effervescent Jenna, who we love very much. Jenna, who never watches a movie, but now she sometimes does because she comes with me. Because that is the cost of my friendship. The only reason people hang out is because I buy their movie tickets and I beg them. But anyway, she owns this game, so you can probably talk to her about it. Because I did not know this existed, and this looks spooky and fun.
Well, I was going to say, curious that we were talking about found footage movies, but there also is a VR version of Exit 8.
The movie or the game?
No, the game.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I think I knew that.
Could you imagine? I don't know. I feel like even playing a game like that could be extra fucking spooky on VR.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm when I get my headset, it's not just going to be to watch Blumhouse films. I have a list. I have a wish list on Steam, and the number of VR games in that list is absurd. How many does it tell me how many I have in the... Oh, my wish list is 332 items, and a significant portion are VR. Oh my tiny garden is on sale. Maybe I'll have to get that. God, I added so many things to my list. Now I'm just looking what's on sale right now. But yeah, there's so many VR games that I am looking forward to playing. And I've even purchased some of them because they were cheap on Black Friday, and I know that it's just a matter of time. I'm going to be a fucking nerd with my VR headset, and I'm going to have the best time of my life. You'll never see me again, but I'll see you virtually. That's how we will do these calls from now on. I will be positioned wherever I put my video call at, and you will just see me with the headset, but I'll see you from like a tropical beach that I would never want to go to because I hate the ocean. It's too spooky. That's also a hard stop for me. Alan Wake, Resident Evil Requiem, the ocean. Those are my 3 fuck no's. Everything else is a maybe.
I would go into the ocean deep enough to be up to like shoulder level. I'd be comfortable that far in and no fucking further. Because that's not going to be very far out, right?
Yep, but there's stuff on the beach too.
Like but that's, at the very least crabs. It's not shark depth, right? It's not remotely shark depth.
Oh, sharks do go that deep. They just get beached sometimes, but they'll do it. I actually just saw a video of a woman saving a shark who was going into too shallow of water, and she was like, holy shit, a great white shark, and she was right beside it and helped push it back to safety.
How great was very sweet. It, really?
I mean, not that great to get self-beached twice.
This is a fucking shark.
Yeah, just a plain white shark. Mediocre white shark. Was it a man? Mediocre white man. May you all have the confidence of a mediocre white man with gigantic shoulders. Dear listener, I hope that if you're out there and you want big old shoulders, that you get the shoulders of your dreams someday. That is what you've earned. An hour and 12 minutes into this episode. If you want big shoulders, I'm blessing you with them. You're welcome. They might not show up tomorrow, but someday when you're least suspecting it, you're going to wake up with shoulders that you have to walk sideways through door frames, through doorways to like get places.
Comically large shoulders.
The rest of your body, exact same proportions.
How my father would have described as 3 axe handles across the shoulder.
Oh man, see that would be the best. I would love to be huge, but I'm 5'2". I'm 5'2", so I can't do it. I'm just short and stout like a teapot. These are my options. I can be little and accept it, or I can be 7 feet tall and have a tiny wife.
Huge.
I just want to be huge. Oh, that's my goal in life. I want to be like Jenna Marbles. She made herself 5'10" in a video, and it's still one of my favorite things the internet has ever done. Rest in peace, Jenna Marbles. She's not dead. She's just gone from the internet, and I miss her. Okay, that's all I got. That's the end of my news. It was
we're
so
done
much
with the
video
news?
game. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm so glad that we did break it into conversation though, because this list is only
So-
a page and a half long.
I don't think it's your fault that a lot of the movie releases happen to be video game related.
I mean, I did read 1,028 articles, so the small
Right.
percentage that made it into this.
Well, no, obviously, like with the movie news, right? But
Yes.
so you have three sections, right? You got the movie news and you got the video game section. Even the news section. It's not your fault that a lot of the big news and a lot of the big releases were video game related. So I
But are
think you
they-
should cut yourself some slack.
But is that really the truth, that these are the big stories, or am I hiding the big stories from you like the goddamn news media does? Did I pick and choose? Did I have to tell you about Helldivers? No, that was only in one article I read.
Well, here's the thing, Michelle, is I trust that if there were big important stories, you are the kind of person who would not keep them to yourself.
That's true. I can't shut the fuck up. If there's something big, I gotta talk about it. Big like me with my ass shoulders. My big ass shoulders. I would tell everyone. People would talk to me on the phone at work. I would not have my webcam on. I'd be like, hey guys, sorry I'm late to the meeting. I have big ass shoulders. What's up? What's on the agenda? I'm trying to type, but I can't put my hands together because my shoulders are so big. I need two keyboards.
Is sort of the opposite of T-Rex arms, where just the
Yes.
arms are too short. It's that they're fucking too far apart.
Yes. God, I would give the best hugs. They would never be complete hugs. I could not get my hands to touch.
Well, probably. I'm gonna tell you this story, and then it might be time to go home. And I'm gonna warn
are
everybody. I'm gonna warn everybody before I tell this story. It is
Oh no.
minorly gross. We're gonna talk about bowel movement, but not in any detail.
Oh, no.
Not in any detail. But so
Never want
there's
detail.
this. You ever watch strongman competitions, Michelle?
Yes.
There's this.
Those are big boys.
There's this very well known. He's set a couple records a couple of times. Much like Hafthor Bjornsson and these guys. His name is Eddie Hall. He's from the UK. And they made a documentary about him a while back, and I watched that documentary because I fucking love strongman competition shit, right? And I knew Eddie Hall. I saw a video once of Eddie Hall when, at the time, I believe it was a 500 kilogram deadlift. So like 1,100 pound deadlift. And it's wild. You can find the video on YouTube. As he's lifting it, he fucking all the fucking blood vessels in his face start to pop, and he's just like gushing blood out of his nose, and it's wild. It's fucking anyway. Eddie Hall made this documentary, and there's a scene, and his wife was mortified that he told them this on camera, but because of how bulky his midsection, his chest and everything is, and his shoulders, he can't wipe himself.
Yeah.
She has to do it for him because he can't reach because of the way his body is built. And that's just so fucking funny to me.
That. Oh no. So many things in my life would be different.
I mean, he clearly was not bothered by it at all, but his wife was just like, Eddie, why are you telling them this?
Yeah, that is, wow. That should have been the vows of something like, you got to talk about that beforehand. You need a contract of like, how big are
I don't
you
know.
planning on getting?
He makes a decent living for his family. I guess maybe.
Maybe he's allowed to, that's her penance for, God. Yeah, I didn't think about that with the big shoulder thing. So I am going to be a big shoulder person, but with like an assistant who I pay handsomely to like do shit.
You ever wipe somebody else's ass, Michelle?
I haven't. Have you, JD? Huh? Drink, everybody.
Oh, fuck you. You're a step ahead of me. Yes, actually, Michelle, I have.
Yeah.
Did I tell you
I've
my
heard
mom
your
died?
comedy. Oh, everybody drink. You're having Gatorade. That's not fair. I would love
It's
to be drinking,
Gatorade
but it's
Zero,
a
it's not-
Wednesday.
Anyway.
And I'm going to work 14 hours tomorrow.
Look, if we're talking about my Gatorade, we're probably done, right?
I think so. My cat is doing another little leggy, and I do need to just go touch her little belly just a little bit and tell her how much I love her. So
Yeah,
I'm
and
fine being
Riley
done.
just for like the 8 millionth time just jumped up out of his bed and came running at me. And at this point, he probably needs to go potty. So we should
Okay.
probably say goodnight, Michelle.
Say goodnight. Nope, that's not how we do that. Can we try that again? I don't know what the hell just happened. Glitch in the
Say
Matrix?
goodnight, Michelle.
Good night, Michelle.